Hello my YouTube's, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this Valentine's Day look. It is simple, but then it has a little bit of sparkle. If you wanted to do it a little bit not as dramatic, you could definitely skip the sparkle, but to me that's what makes this look, and I think that it drags a lot of attention to your eyes. If you also wanted to change up the lip, it got a little weird because I took off a previous shade that I didn't want and then it just kind of stayed my lips, so this is just what we're working with today. I'm going to walk you through how I achieved this makeup look for Valentine's Day. If you're enjoying this video while you're watching it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so be sure to subscribe before you leave. Alright, I'm going to jump into the video now. Here is Blank Face Kate. So I have my hair back. I'm going to go in and prime my skin. I'm going to use the Pixi Milky Hydrating Mist. I go back and forth between the Smashbox one and this one just because I really like the way that this leaves my skin feeling. It feels very refreshed and I definitely can feel the hyaluronic acid in it, but I do love this one. I'm just kind of holding out because I only have a little left. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and apply this. What are your guys' Valentine's Day plans? Do you have any? Do you do like a Galentine's or a friend's Valentine's Day? Like, tell me what your plans are. I don't think Chris and I have any plans yet. I don't know. I should ask him. Next, I'm going to take the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I'm going to put this primarily in my T-zone. It just instantly mattifies my T-zone and fills in my pores. I love it. So when I'm filming this, it's actually Monday night, and you know what that means. It's Bachelor time. Who watches The Bachelor? I don't know how to feel about this season yet. They're just putting so much emphasis on his sexual life, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want the whole season just to be that. Like, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you've heard like The Bachelor is a virgin. It's this whole thing. Anyway, I think I got kind of sidetracked. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, it's Bachelor night. I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation. I've been recently trying this out. I wore this on a date night the other day and it looked really nice and it stayed put throughout the night. So I would say if you're going on a date night, if it's a first date, if it's you've been together with your partner for years, or if you're just doing a friend date night, you want to make sure that your foundation's gonna last and your base is going to look good throughout the night. So I'm going to take this on the back of my hand. I don't know, you also might want a foundation that you know is going to like photograph well if you're taking photos. I never think ahead far enough to pick a foundation that looks good with photos. I just like hope and pray that it will. But if you can, like knowing that it's this big event and that kind of thing, try and go in with a foundation that you know either has little or no SPF so that you don't have any flashback in your photos. All right, now that that is blended in, I'm gonna take where'd it go? I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I've been really enjoying using this just as an alternative to the Jouer one or the Tarte Shape Tape. I find that it's actually very similar. It's a very similar drugstore version of those two. I'm going to blend this in. The only thing I would say with this concealer is it doesn't look as flawless as the Jouer or the Tarte Shape Tape. Like, those are goals. But look at that. I mean, that concealed so fast. It blended out really nicely. It does, have a wicked scent. I'm going to take some down my forehead because it is a little bit lighter than my foundation. I want to make sure, like, go down the center of my face. I want to make sure that my entire face, you know, kind of matches and it's not just light underneath my eyes. That's a good trick if you're, I don't know, in a rush and you get a concealer that's a little bit too light for your skin tone. You can even it out by taking it down at the center of your face without it looking too bright underneath your eyes. It just kind of evens out your face a bit. I'm going to go in with this Kat Von D Lock It Translucent Setting Powder. This just gets everywhere, you guys. I mean, I'm trying to like look at this. Oh, that's one of the flaws of that packaging. No! Oh my god, it's all over my pants. Now I have powder all over the pantalones. Take a little on my brush and I'm going to set my entire face. I do have oily skin, so I want to make sure this is going to last the entire evening. One thing I really like about Valentine's Day looks is they look very soft and very like rosy toned, and I think that, I don't know, it's just fun to do looks like that. I'm going to put some eyeshadow primer on. I'm using the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Gosh, I've been loving this so much. I'm going to spread that out with my finger and then set it down with some powder, the same one that I used to set my entire face. One thing that I'm curious about, and I'm just like thinking about it now, do you guys want me to incorporate more, like talk more about my personal life? Or would you rather me primarily focus on makeup? Because I feel like I do a little bit of both, but not nearly as much in my personal life. That would include maybe some vlogs. Let me know if you want me to start doing vlogs. I definitely can. I feel like when I watch YouTube, I really enjoy when YouTubers take you into their personal life and you get to know more about them. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I would love to have you guys get to know me a little bit better and just see like my everyday life. I feel like that would be really fun and different for my channel. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Where I can't have this. Now my base is looking pretty good. For bronzer, I'm going to take this ColourPop pressed powder. This is in the shade, I don't know. It's a ColourPop bronzer. It's too dark for me, but if I take the smallest amount on my brush, oh my gosh, it looks really nice. Like, it does not look too intense, but I just barely tap my brush in because it is an intense powder and it can be way too dark looking. See, it just makes your cheeks look a little bit more chiseled, makes you look a little more tan. That's another good way to like make bronzer work for you, even if it's the wrong shade or whatever. Just take a really small amount. For blush, I'm going to take a little bit more of a glowy blush. This is from Becca. It's their mineral blush in the shade Songbird. It's a really, really pretty color. It's very different for a blush. So I'm going to take this on my regular blush brush, put my brush in it a little bit, because this is super pigmented as well. Just gives you a little bit of flush to the cheeks, but it's almost like a more of an orangey, peachy blush. For highlight, I'm going to take it a bit old school. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in the shade Vegas Strip. I have not used this in so long, and I cannot use these bottom layers right here, so I mainly stick to these top ones. It just gives you a really, really pretty golden highlight. So I just kind of dip my brush all over, add it to my cheekbones. It does come off a little bit subtle, so but you can build it up. On a day like Valentine's Day, I do want to look a little bit more glowy. So I'm bringing this down a little bit more than I would normally, and I'm also going to take it and put it just on top of my eyebrows, maybe on my chin, make sure I bring it down my nose. Now I'm going to be doing my eyes. I'm going to be taking the BH Cosmetics Sylvia Gani palette. I know you guys said that you wanted me to do more looks using this palette. Here's a reminder of what it looks like. I'm primarily sticking to this shade today. I'm going matte with a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to take a regular fluffy brush. I'm going to take the shade Obsessed. It's this right here, and put it into my crease. This is a mauve-y shade, and it's just to give a little bit of dimension before we start building up that red shade. Next, I'm going to take a more dense brush like this. This is the Zoeva 224 Defined Crease Brush. I'm going to go in with this shade. It's called Sisterhood. It's this one right here. I'm going to start building this up in my outer V. I'm not bringing it too far into my eye though, so hopefully it's not so pigmented. Starting lightly, and I'm basically just leaving it on my outer V, but buffing it a little bit closer to the inner part of my eye. So you want the most pigment to be on your outer V right here. I'm going to add a touch of this pink shade called Rosé right here to the inner part of my eye, just using my finger. Now that that's done, I'm going to take that same Sisterhood shade and buff it under my lower lash line using a regular pencil brush. And I'm bringing this about 2/3 of the way in, but I'm not bringing it into my inner tear duct because that is where we're going to put that pop of shimmer. Let's take the star of the show, in my opinion. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow shadow in the shade Kitten Karma. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm going to take this and put it in my inner corner and then also drag it right underneath my tear duct right here. Oh gosh, glitter everywhere. Whoa, yes. that just completely changed the look for me. This is a little bit more of a out there Valentine's Day look, but it just is to add that extra pop of something to bring the attention to your eye. This is so different. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm gonna use this Anastasia Dipbrow because I am currently out of my Brow Wiz and that makes me very sad. That glitter is just so eye-catching. I'm gonna leave the eyebrows there. I know they're not perfect, but when are they ever perfect? All right, let's add some mascara to this look. Taking my regular CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion. I need to get a new one. It's starting to dry up. You can definitely add false lashes to this look. I have to run to dinner, so to be honest with you, I don't have time to try and mess with the false lashes for this look right now. If you're comfortable using false lashes, then you definitely can add them here. For eyeliner, I am tempted to go black. I think that would make this look definitely more dramatic. I'm going to take my regular eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade Sleek Onyx. Put some on my lower lash line. And I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. I do want to make sure that these are really coated. I don't know, I just feel like it looks a little weird when you don't put mascara on your bottom lashes and you have a lot going on there. Just kind of ties the look together. All right, the last step to this look is adding the lipstick. So I'm gonna take the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade November and put the Clinique, what even is this? I haven't used this in so long. It is the Pop Lacquer in the shade Sugar Pop. I don't like the way this looks, you guys. I'm not a fan of the color combination. I'm just gonna go in with the Clinique Pop Lacquer in the shade Sugar Pop. Use this as a gloss. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!